Yo guys, what's up? This is Talks Pro Gaming, and today I'm going to be making a tier list of all of my favorite Mario games, or all the Mario games that are listed here. So I hope that's not too stretched out for you, but yeah, so we have, I think I might not go into E, but we have S, A, B, C, D, E. And so first, we're going to start with the game that's in the D tier. So in my D tier, I'm going to start with the game that goes by the name. Let me find it, and I haven't even looked through all this. So, which one do you think? Your vote's just as good as the next person. Paper Mario Sticker Star. That's gonna be in the E tier, or maybe even the D tier. I don't think it's like that bad, but pretty much, this game struggles in a lot of different categories. It struggles with the fact that all your moves are stickers and that they force that mechanic on you, and so things could just get really old really quick, and Sticker Star was just overall not that great. And then we're going to start with an S tier game. I know it was D. I could find an E tier game, but let's start with an S tier game. Let's go with the one everyone probably expected, Mario Galaxy 2. Well, that's probably one of them you guys expected. And Mario Galaxy 2 was actually one of my first Mario games, believe it or not. And this is one that I look dear and true to. I mean, it's not just nostalgia. This game's actually like amazing. You go back and you replay it, and it still has the same replay value. It still feels just as good as it did back when I was in first grade. Now, 11 years later. So, yeah, Super Mario Galaxy's up there, and now we're just going to go down the list that they have provided at the bottom. Let's start with Mario Maker. You'll notice Mario Maker 2 is not here, so this is kind of going to be for both of those games. Mario Maker 2 is, I think, the only main Mario game that's not here. So, Mario Maker, I'm going to have to give it a good A or B tier. I'm leaning more towards the A tier because there's just a bunch of games on here, and Mario Maker is probably on the mid A, I think, because this is really the first game that you were able to get creative and create your own levels. Yeah, there were some levels that were just like, whatever, and this is crap, but some of the levels were actually pretty good, and it caused the community to be really creative, and I think it's just a really effective game in the Mario series. It doesn't stand up here with the S tier games that we'll get to in a bit, but I think it deserves an A tier. Paper Jam. Actually, I haven't heard a lot about Paper Jam, and I haven't played this one myself. One of the few. If I haven't played a game, then I'm going to mainly point to what the community thinks about it. And so, yeah, they give it like a. They give it an average review. I mean, I haven't played this game, but I have heard a lot that the game just isn't the best. That's a common occurrence with the newer 3D Mario games. So I'm going to give it a C tier. Because I've watched a bit about it, and I've heard that there's some, like, oh boy, this is annoying moments. So, Paper Jam, C tier. Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. I played this game, I haven't completed it all the way through. Unlike Galaxy 2, I've completed all the way through. Mario Maker 2 and Mario Maker I played extensively. In Sticker Star, I've gotten far enough to know what my thoughts are on it. But Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, same thing. I'm going to have to give it a solid B tier. So, Luigi's Dark Moon is Luigi's Mansion, but different in a way. And I think that the game just suffered because it was way too linear, and they didn't give you enough spots to save the game. They didn't do a bunch of things right. So I think that just it struggles with a bunch of things, and I don't feel comfortable putting it in C tier, so it's going to be in B tier. Bowser's Inside Story and the remake. Well, the remake a lot can argue that it's not so great. I'm gonna put it up here with Mario Maker. The reason it's not S tier is because the S tier is already gonna be big enough. I can tell you that. Like, there's a lot of these games that are in S tier, and honestly, this is like one of the runner-ups for S tier. And honestly, this is the best 2D Mario game from a handheld. Because I'm not going to talk about the 2D Mario games on consoles in this, but the handheld 2D Mario RPG games. That's the best one. And it's because it did so many things well. I mean, there were some things that it didn't do amazing, like the simplistic Bowser fights. But the story was new and unique and different than all the other Mario RPG games because you went inside Bowser. And the other ones, it was just Princess Peach had something stolen, retrieve it. And this one, you actually work with Bowser, and it's actually really good. I'm impressed with that game. Super Mario Bros. U. I'm gonna have to put this in the B tier. Anything C and below is like below average. D and E are hot garbage. B tier is it's just average. A tier is above average, and S tier is amazing. So I'm gonna put Mario Bros. U in B tier because other than the Acorn thing, it didn't really stand out. It's just another 2D Mario game and it got ported to the Switch. And honestly, it was the game whenever the series started to feel old and repetitive. And so, like, it was kind of a been there, done that. They didn't really add too much that was, like, super great. And yeah, I think it's just like, it's just another Mario game, I feel. And that's not a good feeling to have, by the way. We might move that one down to C tier if our other tiers get overloaded, but Super Mario Bros. Wii, A tier. A lot of you might disagree with this and be like, why are you putting Mario Bros. Wii in A tier? This was the first 2D Mario game that's like this, where you can have 4 players play. It was on the Wii, and for its time, it was revolutionary, and the graphics still hold up really well. It's still basically what they use today. And I like the ice levels and the new power-ups. They added a lot of gameplay. This one was just the propeller mushroom from Mario Bros. Wii. So you could see like the idea from that was in Mario Bros. U was in Mario Bros. Wii, but better. And the ice was new and effective, and a lot of the things just were really good about that game. Super Mario Bros. DS. I'm gonna put this one in A2. Or, you know what? Gonna be a tough one. There might be a lot in the A tier. We might have to switch it up, but I'm gonna put this one in A tier. What will I say? The mini games in it were great. I mean, if you were into the mini games, which I was, they were pretty good. The only one that was worth playing really though was the Luigi card game, and the rest of them were just like 5-minute games. But that one poker game was really fun. And the story in the game is not original, I get that, but for being the first Mario game on the DS and the first like 3D, 2D Mario game, if you know what I mean, the game was actually really good, and it implemented a lot of things like that mini mushroom and the Koopa shell that we never saw again, and the game overall just was pretty good. Super Mario Bros. 2. This one I'm gonna put in the D tier. I'm gonna remove E, I think, because I'm gonna have A, B, C, D, just so that we don't have overloaded or we don't have anything easy or whatever. This game is in D tier, and I can tell you that this game is basically just a reskin of a different game. I forgot the name of it, but it's a reskin of that game, and it wasn't really like like anything too amazing and too out there. I mean, there were four different players, four different people, and I mean that was new for its time. But overall, the gameplay just didn't feel 100% like a Mario game, if you know what I'm saying. Like, I get 3D Mario games don't, but it just lacked that extra length that Mario games nowadays are known for and such. So that game is just, it's just D tier. Super Mario Odyssey. A lot of people have a lot of different opinions. I'm putting it in S tier. I know what you're probably like, why? But Mario Galaxy 2 in Odyssey are in S tier so far, and Mario Odyssey is just, it was something new. They, instead of using stars in 3D Mario, they use moons, and the moons worked out. I mean, maybe there were a bit too many moons, but the story was awesome. Like, you had new kingdoms. It was just really great. Mario RPG. This game was kind of short, but I'm gonna put it in A tier. A lot of you might disagree with that, but I recently had a full playthrough where I 100% the game. I think I did it in like a weekend or something. I just played the game all day when I had no time, or nothing else to do. But I'm putting in A tier. The game's a bit short, but overall I really enjoyed this game. I enjoyed the original characters that were never seen again, and all the unique power-ups and moves that Mario, Bowser, Peach, whatever can use. And the music in the game is really what had me. It's not as much about the other stuff, but the music had me, and I just couldn't stop playing it. Super Mario 3D Land. Alright, next is Super Mario 3D Land. By the way, if you're wondering, I did cut there because something happened, but besides the point. Mario 3D Land. Where we put it? I'll put it in B tier. There's already a lot in A tier, there's going to be a lot in A tier, and we're probably going to have to move a lot of it to B and possibly C. I don't think the D tier is going to be short of anything though, so. Mario 3D Land. It's good, but it's not the best. It was the first 3D Mario game on handheld, and it was mostly just a callback to older Mario games. Like, they had a bunch of older power-ups, and they just said, we brought this back, look at this, and oh, we know how to do this, and we're showing off the new console. The gameplay was good. I mean, the story was average, you know, it's just what you would expect. It was just overall an average game. It was nothing too good and nothing too bad. It's worth another gameplay or playthrough, but yeah, Mario 3D Land, a solid B tier. Super Paper Mario, I'll put it in C tier. A lot of people like to say this game is not so good, and a lot of people like to say this game is really good. Just depends on how you look at it. And in a series that's changed so much, by the way, Origami King's not here either in this list, but in a game series that's changed so much over the years, like, they've completely reworked all the battle systems, they've reworked everything in that series. I think the Wii one was just the one that was in the middle, and that was just meh. Because they implemented too much, and it felt more like they were showing off gimmicks rather than trying to make a good game. And this game is good for a little bit, and the story mode was pretty nice, but overall, just not a great game. Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. Put it in A tier. I'm not gonna put it in S tier. I mean, maybe we could even like move Bowser's Inside, since that's the best 2D Mario RPG game. By the way, that's just a spoiler, and that's not Paper Mario and all that. The 2D Mario on handhelds. So Mario RPG or Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, amazing. I mean, It can easily be cheated through kind of by leveling up your power, as I've heard, but I decided to level up my health, and I still haven't beat this game, but the story sure does go deep. The gameplay is amazing, and not a lot bad to say about it. It's just like maybe sometimes because I didn't level up my power, the battles tend to drag on. Like I had 30-minute battles where I was constantly attacking, and for a handheld game, yeah, it's good because sometimes the handheld games can be short, but maybe that's a bit too long for a boss fight. And I regret not upgrading my power. So Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door. This one's gonna get an S. And in my opinion, this is also another like spoiler kind of thing for the rest of the tier list. Best Paper Mario game. Some people might consider the first one the best. I'm gonna consider the Thousand Year Door the best. I actually haven't played all the way through the original Paper Mario. I played a little bit of it. I haven't played any of Color Splash. I played Sticker Star a fair amount. Super Paper Mario, yeah. But the Thousand Year Door, the battles and all the mechanics just seem amazing and all polished out and great. They got all the partners and they are even better than the original Paper Mario, so it's kind of a shame that that series took a turn for the worse after that game. And Super Paper Mario, and then Sticker Star, Color Splash, Origami King. Like, Origami King, yeah, it's better than Sticker Star and Color Splash, but it isn't Thousand Year Door worthy. And the story in Thousand Year Door, by the way, is different than just Bowser kidnapping Peach, like every game. Super Mario 3D World. A lot of people could say it's an A. I'm gonna give it a B. Pretty much for the same reasons 3D Land got a B, except better. Like, this game wasn't meant to show off, like, you can do this with this and this and this. It's just, the game felt a little easy, and it felt more like the multiplayer was just, because there was the crown and all the competition, it felt like it was just me trying to destroy my friends rather than me working together with them. And the game just, I don't know, it just didn't stick with me like it does with some people. So good solid B tier. Mario Bros 2. I'm gonna put it in the C tier. Of course, like, some games have to go into lower tiers, and so Mario Bros 2 I think is C tier. It's not as good as the first one on DS or as anything above this, and that's because the game just has too many coins. I get that, like, it's built around coins, but there were too many and the game just felt too easy, just like the other stuff, and or just like 3D World, and I constantly found myself with 100 lives by the first castle or something. You know how it goes, like, you never get a game over. So it's like, what's the point of the coins? What's the point of the lives if we're just gonna get too many? And then the gameplay just, it was new and it was different, but it wasn't amazing, you know? It was just something. The Dream Team Mario and Luigi. I'm gonna put that there for now, but I'm gonna look up user reviews for this again. Got a 4.6 in 96. Okay, okay. They're giving it 4.5 out of 5. Okay. Sorry, I had to cut it again, but hopefully you didn't realize. But Dream Team, I'm actually gonna put this in the B tier. I haven't played it, but I saw it got good reviews, and I haven't heard a lot about this game, and that's the only one that I really haven't heard a lot about and don't have a lot of experience with. But yeah, it's gonna be in the B tier. Hope that doesn't concern or make anyone mad. Next, we've got Yoshi's New Island. I'll put it in D tier. From what I've seen, Yoshi's New Island is just the original Yoshi's Island, but worse, essentially. Like, yeah, it's good to play it on new consoles, but this game just didn't feel good. I've heard a lot about, like, the mechanics, and, like, I get you have a baby Mario, but it's just not that great. It gets like a 5 out of 10, 7.9, 64%. So yeah, Yoshi's transition to the 3DS from the DS and the amazing Super Nintendo really brought him down and really just said no to him. Color Splash. That's the last D tier game, I believe. And the reason that that game's in D tier, well, we all know. It's the same stuff that Sticker Star suffered with, was that the battle system, and it just didn't feel right, and it felt too tedious to play. Some people can still like these games. Like, I'm not going to criticize you for liking Mario 2, Sticker Star, Color Splash, and Yoshi's New Island. But this game just didn't feel good. I never played it, but I've heard a lot of reviews, like more than whatever, and I've heard that this game is consistently the worst Paper Mario game. Super Mario Land. Classic. I'm gonna put it in B tier. It's again, like, it's not amazing, it's not horrible. It's kind of short, but for the very, very first, like, handheld Mario game, it did a good job. Luigi's Mansion. S tier. This is the only Mario game to only feature Luigi. Like, this is the only series that I'm up to date on is Luigi's Mansion. And this game, although it was short, and again I completed it in like a weekend or two, it's a really fun game to go back and just play again. Same thing with Luigi's Mansion 3 not on this list. Like, Luigi's Mansion 3 would be an S tier. But that's a side note. This game is fun to play, and it knows what it wants to be, and like, it's amazing. Partners in Time. C tier. Partners in Time is Bowser's Inside Story and Superstar Saga, but just bumped down a level. It's the one that's more forgotten about because the mechanics don't really stand out because yeah, they're new and they're improved, but you never really remember like, oh, Partners in Time. You just remember as, yeah, that's the one with Baby Mario and Baby Luigi. Nothing more, nothing less. I've heard the story mode's not good with that one. I haven't played it that much, but I've heard a whole lot about how that one just suffers a lot. Paper Mario, A tier. It's Thousand Year Door, but a step lower because it was newer and it was testing the things out. Thousand Year Door was when they more or less perfected what Paper Mario had wrong. And Paper Mario is really good. Super Mario 64. It's a bit overrated. I'm still going to put it in the A tier. I feel confident enough with putting this one in the A tier. Dropping this to B tier. Maybe dropping that to C tier. And this one to D tier. I'm just balancing out the tiers and seeing which one's the worst from the pack, honestly. Mario 64, I'm not putting it in S tier. I think it's extremely overrated. The game takes a lot of time to get used to in terms of the controls, but it's the first 3D Mario game. They did amazing. It's still regarded as one of the best Mario games, but the other 3D Mario games are better, and our S tier is kind of overbloated as it is, so. Or it would have been. Super Mario Bros. 3 is kind of in the same boat. Like, it's not the best 2D Mario game. I mean, you could argue that, but Mario Bros. 3 I feel as well is overrated. And yeah, I was on the 64 and Bros. 3 train for a while, and I did enjoy these games, but after a while, it's just kind of like I hear too much about it, and don't understand why some of these other games don't get as much love as 3 and 64 got. Mario All Stars. I'm gonna put it in C tier. A lot of people might disagree with that, but basically it's knockoff of all the NES Mario games. It's just C tier. There's not much else to say. Like, they fixed a bit of stuff, but it's just not as good. Mario Bros. Original, B tier. For the first game, it was great, and there's a lot of great things. And for one of the first games to ever come out, really good. However, it's just not the best. Like, everyone's gonna see it as like, oh yeah, that's the iconic game. It is, but it's not S tier in terms of gameplay. I'm just gonna say that. Super Mario Galaxy, up here with Galaxy 2 in the S tier. Mario Galaxy and the 3D Mario series, for that matter, the open world 3D Mario series, is some of the best Mario games we've gotten. That's why all of the 3D Mario games are an S and A, but then 3D World and 3D Land, being linear and different, are in B and C. So, oh. But Mario Galaxy and Mario Galaxy 2 are possibly my two favorite Mario games. And that's just because they're creative, they're different. They go away from what Mario was known for with just the jumping and the collecting coins. No, now he's collecting star bits and traveling through space. And creative, great soundtrack. The gameplay is new and interesting. So these games are just better overall. Super Mario Land 2. We put the original in B, we're going to put this one in A. How I feel about that is that it's just better than the original, and a lot of people might not think like it should be an A, but I have my own opinions, and I feel like the game was really fun and it was really enjoyable when I played it. So it's an A. Mario Sunshine. We're gonna move. I think we'll move it to B, sorry. Because the A tier has too much. Mario Sunshine, A tier. Lots of reasons that Sunshine's an A tier. It's not as good as Odyssey, Galaxy, Galaxy 2. I mean, yeah, a lot of people are going to see it as the best. I'm going to see it as somewhere in the middle. And honestly, like, Sunshine, it's pretty good. And I didn't play it all the way through, but I have seen a bunch of videos. I've heard about everything that's wrong with it. I've heard about everything that's great about it. Sometimes I hear that the FLUDD just takes over too much until you have too much FLUDD. So that might be an excuse to put it in A tier, I guess. Super Mario World, S tier. This is my favorite 2D side-scrolling Mario game. That one might be a bit overrated too, but I really enjoy this game, and the fact that it's different, and it's the one I remember the most because of the music, because of the title screens, just because it's Super Mario World. It's the one that most people are making mods for and such, and it's the one that people go back to and play the most, I feel. Mario Land 2 Yoshi's Island. I'm gonna put it in A. All these games are really deserving of A, but if I had to put one in B, I could put, I don't know. But Yoshi's Island, I think, sits at the top of the pack in A tier. It's good, but it's not like the best. So now we're gonna rearrange the tiers. Best game, Mario Galaxy 2. then Mario Galaxy 1, Odyssey, Luigi's Mansion, or Mario World, Luigi's Mansion, Inside Story, Thousand Year Door. That's the S tier. A tier, my favorite from A tier, has to be Mario RPG. That's a very, very underrated game, I feel. Then after RPG would come Wii, then Superstar Saga, Maker, Paper Mario, Sunshine, 64-3, Yoshi's Island. For B tier, we're going to rearrange this a little bit. Let's put the original at the top, DS next, this next, Dream Team after that, then 3D World up here, Dark Moon, Girls U, Mario World. For C tier, we're going to rearrange it a little bit. I'll put 3D Land, 2, Paper Jam, Paper Mario, and then All Stars. And then D tier, both the Paper Mario games at the very end, I'm going to put Color Splash. Second to last, Sticker Star the worst. I'm going to have to put Partners in Time, Bros 2, Yoshi's New Island, Color Splash, Sticker Star. So here it is. Sorry you're seeing the ad at the very bottom now. But there you go. This is the tier list. Tell me what you think. This is a very subjective thing, and yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you can agree. Just comment below what your thoughts are and where you think I went wrong. And you can give me good opinions, and you can also share your opinions in my Discord. You can share them anywhere. I'll leave a link to Discord in the description. So hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe if you did. Comment below your thoughts. Join the Discord. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.